Sankalana අපේ රූපවාහිනී පරම්පරාව.
Christmas isn't a season, it's a feeling. Welcome to Sankalana's Christmas Special Edition with Colombo South International College. I'm Faza Firnas.
I'm Jasra Faris.
And I'm Adil Hilmi.
First and foremost, I would love to thank the Carols team. Christians celebrate Christmas as the anniversary of the birth of Jesus of Nazareth, a spiritual leader.
Yes, Jesus was born on the 25th of December, and ever since his birth at Bethlehem, we have been celebrating Christmas annually and globally.
Yes, Adil. People around the globe celebrate Christmas in different ways. They exchange gifts, decorate the Christmas trees, attend church, share meals with their families and friends, and of course, not to forget the most exciting part, waiting for Santa Claus to arrive.
Santa Claus. So Santa Claus arrived at our school also, right, during our last Christmas. Who conducted it, Faza?
Well, Adil, it was conducted by the Christian Society of our college. As mentioned in the last episode, there are several societies in our school, and Christian Society is one of them. Christian Society plays a vital role that is conducted and run by the teacher in charge, Miss Roselle Martins, with around 10 committee members who are supporting to organize these Christian events such as Christmas carols. Right, Jasra?
Yes, Faza. It originally started in the year 2013, run and conducted by the teacher in charge, as Faza mentioned. All the activities and assemblies run by the Christian Society has been running successfully throughout the consecutive years. Adil?
Yes, you're right, Jazra. And even last year, despite the COVID pandemic and all the hardships we went through, we still had it online, and it was really successful with the help of our teachers and our dear friends. And also this year, we were able to conduct it grandly in our auditorium by the help of our teachers and also the decrease of the COVID pandemic.
Indeed, Adil, and people of different races were able to participate and contribute to this whole event. So, now why don't we talk more about the carol service that happened at our school?
Faza, I have this question stuck in my head. Why do we need Christmas carols?
Well, Jasra, in simple words, it is to invoke joy and the beautiful optimism within you.
So Christmas is like the one time we all get together with and forget all the desperation we had in the past and to be happy.
And Jasra?
Talking about Christmas carols, our school had recently held its Christmas carol, and it was a successful event. Everyone involved themselves with the help of the decoration of the auditorium for the Christmas carols.
Exactly, Jasra. So today we shall be perceiving some of the glorious events done by our brothers and sisters.
Now we cordially invite our brothers and sisters from AMI Montessori to entertain us.
Snowflake, snowflake, little snowflake, little snowflake falling from the sky. Snowflake, snowflake, little snowflake falling, 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 falling on my head. Snowflake, snowflake, little snowflake, little snowflake falling from the sky. Snowflake, snowflake, little snowflake falling, 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 falling on my nose. Snowflake, snowflake, little snowflake, little snowflake falling from the sky. Snowflake, snowflake, little snowflake falling, 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 falling in my hand, falling on my head, falling on my nose, falling in my hand. Snowflake, snowflake, little snowflake.
Thank you, dear brothers and sisters, for that brilliant performance.
So yeah, what is Christmas, Faza?
Well, Adil, I think that Christmas is a feeling where people get together to celebrate love, hope, and joy. What do you think, Jasra?
I think it's a celebration where everyone gets together, leaving their anger aside just to make memories.
So as I last said, Christmas is like the one time we all get together, but spiritually and also our hearts are connected when we are together during Christmas. But is that all? Whenever I think about Christmas, I also think gifts and decorations. Gifts are like one of the most important things in Christmas. Did you know that the largest gift that was given to USA in the 1865, and that was the Statue of Liberty? Isn't that right? Just right.
Yeah, well, you told me about decorations, right? Decoration can be more life enhancing. It can make the most boring room into the most fun atmosphere with decorations. Did you know the first decoration was bought in 500 BC by the Romans?
That's a very intriguing fact, Jasra. So now we have this upcoming event, which will be the recital of the Holy Bible done by one of our brothers. So before moving on to that segment, let me introduce what the Holy Bible is for. So as you all know, the Holy Bible is the book of Christians, and the purpose is that he teaches us how to obey him and how to love one another without any conflicts.
Now we would love to invite our brother Charin to soothe us with a recital of a portion of the Bible.
John chapter 1 verse 1 to 16. The word of life. Before the world was created, the Word already existed. He was with God, and he was the same as God. From the very beginning, the Word was with God. Through him, God made all things. Not one thing in all creation was made without him. The Word was the source of life, and this life brought life to mankind. The light shines in the darkness, and the darkness has never put it out. God sent his messenger, a man named John, who came to tell people about the light, so that all should hear the message and believe. He himself was not the light. He came to tell about the light. This was the real light, the light that comes into the world and shines on all mankind. The Word was in the world, and though God made the world through him, yet the world did not recognize him. He came to his own country, but his own people did not receive him. Some, however, did receive him and believed in him, so he gave them the right to become God's children. They did not become God's children by natural means, that is, by being born as the children of a human father. God himself was their father. The Word became a human being and, full of grace and truth, lived amongst us. We saw his glory, the glory which he received as the Father's only Son. John spoke about him. He cried out, "This is the one I was talking about when I said, 'He comes after me, but he is greater than I am, because he existed before I was born.' Out of the fullness of his grace he has blessed us all, giving us one blessing after another."
Thank you, brother, for that amazing recital. So now, why don't we talk a few words about the Holy Bible? Jasra, do you know how old is the Holy Bible?
Well, Faza, I have no idea about how old the Holy Bible is, but I have heard that it was bought in during the 5th century around.
So the Bible is always usually spiritual and all the teachings of the Lord and all that. So isn't there anything entertaining about the Bible? Like, doesn't it have songs? I read somewhere that it has about 185 songs in the Bible, and also it has songs about joy of Lord and like victory, and even songs of mourning and sadness.
Now, let's hop into a commercial break. Once again, this is Sankalana Christmas Special Edition with Colombo South International College.
සංකලන අපේ රූපවාහිනී පරම්පරාව.
ආසියාවේ ලොකුම කැමරා මාකට් එක එක්ක ෂොප් එකට නැත්නම් වෙබ් එකට cameralk.com.
සංකලන අපේ රූපවාහිනී පරම්පරාව.
Welcome back again to Sankalana, Colombo South International College. I'm Chanara Jalini.
I'm Joshua Mullegama.
I'm Nithula Karunaratne.
So today we will be discussing about a very important topic, which is Christmas. So we have our brother here, Joshua, who will be explaining to us more about this topic. So Joshua, I myself as well as some of our audience are wondering, what is the general backstory to this special day?
So, as you all know, Christmas is basically the birth of Jesus. So, Mary, a young teenager in Nazareth at the time, was engaged to Joseph, a Jewish carpenter. And then God blessed them with a baby, who God told them to name as Jesus. And then later, when Joseph had to go to Bethlehem, he took Mary with him. And then later that night, Jesus was born there. So in Bethlehem, Jesus was not born in a place where we would expect riches and gold and everything, but he was born in a stable, in a manger where the animals' food is kept. After a few hours after Jesus' birth, wise men and shepherds from around the country, this town, came to visit him and pay respects and give their gifts.
Just a minute, Joshua. As you said, the wise men found the stable. But how exactly?
So, as the nowadays known as the Bethlehem star. So the wise men had a previous knowledge of how when a new king would be born, a bright new shining star would lead their way to go to where he was born at. So they followed the star and went there.
Okay, so now after baby Jesus was born, how did he lead his childhood?
I can't really say he led a normal childhood, but he was known to be a very helpful and kind child. And since Joseph was a carpenter, so because of that, he used to follow Joseph in what he did. And then he used to be called as a carpenter himself. And then so that's basically, he led a sort of a normal yet childhood, but with other twists to it, I would say.
So, speaking on the topic of Christmas, the first thing I think of when I think of Christmas is the iconic Christmas tree, a symbol of Christmas. So, my question to you is, how did it first originate?
Yeah, so you can't really tell that a tree originated from a place, right? But it has been known that decorating trees was sort of a ritual or a tradition from long time ago. But still, relatively in Germany, a few hundred years ago, the first decoration of a Christmas tree that has been recorded has been done. So they used to hang pastries which the shape of a star on the Christmas tree with those ornaments that we hang on nowadays, the balls we hang on the tree, were blown out of glass and were hung on the tree. And all sorts of candies, they were hung on the tree, and that tradition has been coming up to today, where now people would hang string lights and all sorts of ornaments on trees.
Okay, so let's head into a small Bible reading done by our sister.
Matthew, verse 5 to 11. Sermon on the Mount. Jesus saw the crowds and went up a hill, where he sat down. His disciples gathered around him, and he began to teach them. Happy are those who know they are spiritually poor. The kingdom of heaven belongs to them. Happy are those who mourn. God will comfort them. Happy are those who are humble. They will receive what God has promised. Happy are those whose greatest desire is to do what God requires. God will satisfy them fully. Happy are those who are merciful to others. God will be merciful to them. Happy are the pure in heart. They will see God. Happy are those who work for peace. God will call them His children. Happy are those who are persecuted because they do what God requires. The kingdom of heaven belongs to them. Happy are you when people insult you and persecute you and tell all kinds of evil lies against you because you are my followers.
Thank you, sister. So we have a lot more to discuss about Christmas. So now, Joshua, we know about how Christmas is celebrated in our country.
Yeah.
Is it any different to other countries?
Well, you can't really say there's a huge difference of celebrating Christmas, because Christmas is basically about enjoying yourself and having fun, spending time with your family, and like the association of singing joyous carols and the various parties and the Christmas food and the gifts that you receive and the gifts that you give to others. And like, okay, let's say the idea of snow, which is heavily emphasized on Christmas, which in tropical countries we can't really experience that, but in other countries like America or Canada, when they celebrate Christmas, they get to experience being with snow as well. But like, those are small differences. Rather than that, there's not really much of a difference that I can say about the celebration of Christmas all around the world.
There's one question I want to ask you about. Stockings. You know, that big sock that people always hang on their fireplaces or their walls. So what I want to know is, why?
You can't really tell why and how as like a certain extent, but there's been stories of how, Santa, right? Santa would come late at night, and then if you had been good in the year, he would come and fill your stocking with all sorts of like sweets and fruits and nuts. But let's say you've been bad, he would come and put lumps of coal or sticks in your stocking, and then you would wake up to see that and be shocked.
Okay.
There's only a few more hours to Christmas. So, for a change, let's head on to some carols.
brothers and sisters for this lovely performance. Okay, so Joshua, when we think about Christmas, or when people usually think about Christmas, what mostly comes to our mind is gifts, presents, parties, and dinners, stuff like that, right?
Yeah.
So, in your opinion, what do you think we should actually focus on?
So it's not really like, you can't say that my Christmas is bad if I don't get a gift, or you can't complain that no, my Christmas was not good, I didn't get a gift this year. Christmas is about spending time with your family and enjoying and being thankful for the year that you have gotten so far, and like being happy for the small little things that happen during this season, enjoying the season itself instead of focusing on what you get, being helpful to others as well. It's just not, you can't really focus only on the gifts, can you?
Yes.
So, Joshua, there is something we all want for Christmas. So, what is one thing you want?
So, well, last year also I got something related to music, which is a field I love. So this year also I'm hoping I'd get something related to my musical field, like either a new guitar or something related to my drum set, something like that.
Okay, Joshua. So I do hope you get your Christmas gift from your parents this year. So we have talked a lot about Christmas today, and there's yet more to come. Let's now head out into a short commercial break. This is Sankalana with CSI College.
සංකලන අපේ රූපවාහිනී පරම්පරාව.
පුතාට ඕලෙවල් එපා වෙලා තියෙන්නේ. අපිට අවවාද දීලා එපා වෙලා තියෙන්නේ.
සහෝදරයා කලබල වෙන්න එපා. මං කොල්ලන්ට තෑග්ගක් ගෙනාවා. මොකෝ? පාඩම් කරන කාලේ ඉනා වෙලා නින්න ඕන.
පාඩම් නෙමෙයි අංකල්. ජීවිතේත් එපා වෙලා තියෙන්නේ.
ගැජට් තිබුණට මේ ස්මාර්ට් වෙන්නේ නැහැ. මෙන්න. මම ඉස්කෝලේම ගෙදර ගෙනාවා. ස්ටඩි කියන්නේ ඉගෙන ගන්න එකට. බඩි කියන්නේ හොඳම යාළුවට. මේ තමයි ස්ටඩි බඩි. සිග්නල් data තිබුණත් නැතත් ඉස්කෝලේ වැහුවත් ඇරියත් ස්ටඩි බඩි වැඩ. ස්මාර්ට් කොල්ලන්ට කෙල්ලන්ට ඕනි කරන්නේ ස්මාර්ට් ලර්නින්. ස්ටඩි බඩි දැන් විෂය 9 රුපියල් 5990කට.
දකුණු ආසියාවේ ලොකුම කැමරා මාකට් එක එක්ක ෂොප් එකට නැත්නම් වෙබ් එකට cameralk.com.
සංකලන අපේ රූපවාහිනී පරම්පරාව.
are back with Sankalana Christmas Special Edition with Colombo South International College. So, when I say the word Christmas, what comes to your mind?
Decorations and cookies?
Presents and joyful screams.
I think we forgot the most important part of Christmas, Santa Claus. According to my knowledge, Santa Claus is also known as the father of Christmas and comes in the name of Saint Nicholas. So, Litila and Jasra, do you have any interesting facts to share?
Yes, Faza. Santa is a fat, chubby man with a long white beard. His traditional outfit is a red and white colored robe with the same colored hat. And he goes around with a big smile on his face.
He also goes around town with his sled, which carries joy in that, which is also known as present for kids. Make sure not to be in Santa's naughty list if you want his gifts. There are 9 reindeers which carries his sled around town. For as far as I know, Dasher, Dancer, Prancer and Vixen. Littler, do you know any more?
Yes, Joshua. Donner, Blitzen, Cupid, Comet, and the most famous of them all, Rudolph.
Yes, Litila. There's also a popular song dedicated to Rudolph. It goes like, Rudolph the red-nosed reindeer had a very shiny nose.
And if you ever see it, you would even say it glows.
So I cannot sing, so we'll just continue with the discussion about Santa.
So, Litila, what do you see during Christmas season, especially in Sri Lanka? Do you see presents under the Christmas tree?
Yes, Faza.
Yes, Litila. So, when we take Sri Lanka as an example, we see Christmas presents and also Santa Claus. So, when we see Santa Claus, we scream with excitement and go to him, take pictures, and he gives us presents. Isn't that right, Jasra?
Yes, Faza. There are also movies dedicated to Santa Claus. There is this one movie known as The Santa Claus, which was made in the year 1994.
Yes, Jasra. There are also songs, popular songs, dedicated to Santa Claus. Isn't that right? Do you know any songs?
Rocking Around the Christmas Tree?
Hey, don't forget the most famous one, Jingle Bells.
So now, let us invite one of our brothers, Joshua, to perform a song. brother for that breathtaking performance. So now, why don't we talk more about the Santa Claus? Litila?
Yes, Faza. To introduce Santa to their houses, people usually keep milk and cookies so he can treat himself with that.
And also in exchange of gifts, right?
Indeed. So, in other countries, it is known that Santa Claus comes through the chimneys and keep the Christmas gifts under the Christmas trees, right, Jasra?
Yes. Kids always remain good throughout the year just to get into Santa's good list to get those gifts.
Indeed.
Santa Claus is coming to town.
You've been a good girl this year. This is for you.
Thank you, Santa.
You've been on the naughty list, but this present is for you.
Thank you.
You've been a good girl this year. This is for you.
Thank you.
So now, with all this joy, let us move on to the carols.
Wish you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year.
Hark now,
Thank you, dear brothers and sisters, for that amazing performance.
And thank you, Santa, for these wonderful gifts.
Now, let's hop into another commercial break. Once again, this is Sankalana Christmas Special Edition with Colombo South International College.
සංකලන අපේ රූපවාහිනී පරම්පරාව.
මොක්කෝ පාඩම් කරන කාලේ ඉනා වෙලා අනින්න ඕන.
පාඩම් මේ අංකල් ජීවිතෙත් එපා වෙලා තියෙන්නේ.
මෙන්න මම ඉස්කෝලේම ගෙදර ගෙනාවා. මේ තමයි ස්ටඩි බඩි. සිග්නල් දේටා තිබුණත් නැතත් ඉස්කෝලේ වැහුවත් ඇරියත් ස්ටඩි බඩි වැඩි. ස්මාර්ට් කොල්ලන්ට කෙල්ලන්ට ඕනි කරන්නේ ස්මාර්ට් ලර්නිං. ස්ටඩි බඩි දැන් විෂය 9 රුපියල් 5990කට.
සංකලන අපේ රූපවාහිනී පරම්පරාව.
Now we have come to the end of our program. I would love to extend our heartfelt thanks to Sankalana for inviting us here, and also the LearnTV crew and our managing director Mr. Mangala Vijayakoratna, our directors Ms. Mari Silva, our principal Mr. Nimal De Silva, our administrator Mr. Nisal Fernando, and all that helped us today.
I would also love to thank Mr. Oshida Lakman, Ms. Hansima Varatana, the teachers in charge of the event, the participants, the parents of the participants who encouraged them to come to this program.
This program is conducted by the Media Unit of CSI College. You can find us on Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube, and make sure you follow and support us. Before we wrap up this, I would like to invite one more event and for you all to enjoy. So, Merry Christmas
and a Happy New Year.
කාලකින් ඔබ අමතමි කොහොමද ඔබගේ තතු සමිදේ සිතු සිතු දේ මම කළා ඔබේ දහමේ ගුණ නසා ආදර මගේ ජේසුනි කලකින් ඔබ අමතමි කොහොමද ඔබගේ තතු සමිදේ සිතු සිතු දේ මම කළා ඔබේ දහමේ ගුණ නසා අද ඔබ ළඟ බඳ වැටි හඬමි ජේසුනි මම ආදරෙයි ඔබේ පෙම ඊටත් වැඩි සැමදා මම ණය ගැති ඔබට ඔබ දුන් හැම දෙයකමත් මට දුන් නැති දෙයකට තුති පුදනමි ආදරෙන් ඔබට ආදර මගේ ජේසුනි හමුවෙමි යලි මතු දිනේ දින දින වැජබෙමි ලොවේ සමිදේ සිතු සිතු දේ මම කළා ඔබ අනුකම්පා කළා අද ඔබ ළඟ රැඳ වැටි හඬමි
සංකලන අපේ රූපවාහිනී පරම්පරාව.